Bradley Shaw with KBTX TV and College Station. Just curious, what are your initial thoughts on Clark Lea and the new head coach and where you guys are headed?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Coach Lee got here back in January, and we've been putting in a lot of good work since then. So we're just really excited to put our product on the field. We've been having an awesome off season, both on the field, in the weight room, and all aspects of it. So we're just really excited here, getting into fall camp and getting ready for the season.
Take one in the third row, please.
Brooks Childress, Sports Call, Auburn, Alabama. What has been the biggest adjustment from the Derek Mason era to the Clark Lea era for you guys?
So like I said, when Coach got back here and got here in January, things have just ramped up, and I don't want to do too much comparison before and after, but we've just been putting in a lot of work this off season, and it's been going really well. We're structured our training very tightly, so we developed a lot of discipline, and just moving forward towards the season. Just looking forward to getting into camp here and getting to work.
Go back to the front row here.
What are your expectations for the offense this year?
Our expectations for the offense is to score every time we get the ball, right? So we're going to run an offense. We're trying to score points. We're trying to move the ball down the field. So no matter the outcome, we're trying to put points on the board every time we touch the ball.
As a offensive lineman in the SEC, how tough is it to go up against these SEC defensive lines?
Yeah, man, it's tough. Like you said, SEC is where it's at. So every week is good competition. Every week is amazing talent, and I have the utmost respect for every opponent I go against. So like you said, it's a grind week in and week out, but we trust our preparation of the work we put in this offseason to do what we need to do come the season.
How would you characterize the football appetite in the state for you in Tennessee?
Yeah, no doubt. Tennessee, being a football state, I think we can agree on that. And being in a big city like Nashville, it's a lot. You can't walk around a corner without seeing someone that is wearing some sort of team shirt. So, it's always on everybody's mind. It's most definitely always on our minds. So just ready to get back on the field, have some fun.
What are the big selling points? You're from Florida, but you play in Nashville. What are the big selling points for Vanderbilt? What got you to go there?
Yeah, so when I committed to Vanderbilt, it was very early, and one of the things I was really bigly focused on was family. I have a lot of family in Nashville. My mother's entire side of the family is from Nashville, so I wanted to be close to them and in a city where I felt at home. But then I also saw an opportunity to come play for a group of guys that I had got to know a little bit before I committed, and just saw a really good group of guys in the locker room, and a really awesome coaching staff, and a really great place to play football and a great place to win some games. And yeah.
Okay, back in the front row here.
A year like last year, obviously pretty tough for a team and a tough schedule going, not having any non-conference opponents. But what signs have you seen that are encouraging that this upcoming season, you guys are going to take a step forward?
No doubt, yeah. Like you said, last year was rough. There's no working around that. But hard times build hard men. So we've just been moving forward, and trying to perfect our craft every day. And I feel like we've done that this offseason. We've been putting in a lot of work. Our whole team's been grinding day in, day out, 7 days a week. So we're ready to move on. We're in a good place right now, heading into fall camp, and we're just excited to put our product in the field.
We'll go to the third row here.
Being on the offensive line, talk about the guys you have in that quarterback room that you're protecting every day in practice and in the games. Talk about the talent you've got in that quarterback room at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited for our quarterback room. Last year and heading into this year, we've had a lot of competition all off season. It's been great, and I'll talk about Ken Seals. Me and him are actually roommates, and Mike Wright as well, and Jeremy Musa, and all these guys have different skill sets that they bring to the table, and they've been working really hard all off season, competing against each other. So I'm just really excited to see that competition continue into fall camp and to put the best product on the field.
Okay, front row.
When you look at 2021, hopefully being more of a normal football season, how excited are you to, play in front of full stadiums again across the league, as opposed to last year where you guys didn't have that opportunity?
Yeah, no doubt. Like a lot of guys, like most guys in college football, I'd say football is my life. It's what I love to do. It's what consumes most of my time. And getting to go out in front of thousands of people and do what you love to do is just a dream come true. So I can't wait to get back out there in those stadiums and, show all this hard work that we've been putting on. So I got no words for it. It's the best feeling in the world. And obviously it wasn't as crazy last year, but still, every time you step into a stadium like that is a blessing. So you just got to count them.
You've started at guard and tackle. What's the value of being able to start two positions, and which one do you think is best fitting for you?
Yeah, so I've seen some stuff about that going around actually, and I actually never did start at guard. So I've seen the writing about it too, but being able to be a versatile player is definitely something that adds a lot of value to your game, and that's something that I definitely need to work on, and that's something that Coach Blazek has really been pushing for all our guys in the offensive line room. So yeah, I would say versatility is a key part of being an offensive lineman.
What was the value of starting so early in your career at Vanderbilt?
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Obviously, you don't want to start until you're 100% ready, but when you're down on guys and when you have a year like a COVID year, you just got to step up and you got to do your job. So being able to start early like that and play games as a young guy, it was a great experience. Obviously, the outcomes to the games didn't go the way we wanted. But just being able to get that playing experience early on in my career, I think was very beneficial. And not just me, we had a lot of young guys. I remember one game specifically, me and my buddy Ben Cox were both starting on one side of the line as both true freshmen, and Kevo Wesley too. Just a lot of true freshmen getting reps in these games, and it's invaluable experience. It's going to really benefit us down the road.
Go back to the front row here.
Kind of going back to the full stadiums thing, after last season, did you learn to appreciate what the fan experience, what fans bring to the sport of football more?
Yeah, no doubt. Obviously, like I said earlier, every time I step on the field, I'm happy to be there, happy to be playing the game I love. But when you walk through that tunnel and you got people screaming at you, whether it be an away game, screaming bad things at you, a home game, screaming good things at you, it just adds a new, different level of excitement. So just really excited to get back out there this season with all those people, in the stands watching what we've been working on.
And throughout your career, has there been, or I guess what stadium has been the hardest to hear in, the hardest to just the most ruckus fan base, I guess?
Yeah. Like last year with COVID, none of them were too crazy just because not anywhere was really at full capacity. One place, my first college game was in College Station at Texas A&M last year, and even though it wasn't 100% filled, it was just a surreal experience walking out there for the first time. So that's the only one that really comes to mind is, that crazy environment that we had last year. But I'm sure this year we play some tough road games, so I'm just excited to get in those stadiums and put in work.